Welcome to the Hastings Performing Arts Center. At this time, please silence all personal electronic devices and refrain from talking during the performance. For the safety of our performers and the comfort of those around you, please, no flash photography. Food and beverages are strictly prohibited in the auditorium. In the event of an emergency, lights will flash and alarms will sound. Walk, do not run to the nearest exit. The nearest exit may not be the door through which you entered. Please take this time to find the exit nearest you. Thanks for coming, and we hope you enjoy the program.
Good afternoon, and welcome to the Thornapple Wind Band's third concert of the season titled Folksongs for Folk Heroes. My name is Julie Kuhn, and the band and I are so glad to have you join us this afternoon. Today's program will bring us back to a time of folk songs and folk heroes when life was reflected in the well-known songs shared through the generations and function as a voice of the people, documenting daily life, storytelling, and social, political, or emotional expression through musical narratives. Our conductor, Joan Bossard-Schroeder, will lead today's musical remembrance. But before we begin, I'd like to introduce our trombone section, who will be performing for us today, Land of the Silver Birch, and then they'll continue on to Shenandoah. So thank you once again, and enjoy our first piece. They sounded like a full band, didn't they? So the band's first piece, altogether, of music is called Flickertail and was composed by James D. Ployer. He was considered one of the most prolific writers in the field of music education. He was responsible for many great American songs, including the instrumental pieces Cool Blues for trumpets, March of the Irish Guard, Crazy Clock, Colorado Trail, which was a staple in the 1970s and 80s middle school bands I included played it, and Korean folk song medley, and was also a recipient of the Citation of Excellence by the Executive Committee of the National Band Association. In 1994, he was one of the co-producers of the Disney film Iron Will. Flickertail is a common name for the Richardson's ground squirrel, which is a small burrowing rodent native to the prairies of North America, particularly abundant in North Dakota. The name derives from the animal's habit of flicking its tail when running or entering its burrow. So this is a big march focused on a little rodent. Was Ployer being driven nuts by the little squirrel who was the catalyst of this piece of music? You decide. Go ahead. Folk and roots-oriented songs about rivers often symbolize journeys, life, freedom, or the passage of time. Pioneer ballads paired the American folk tunes Poor Wayfarin' Stranger with Shenandoah and is arranged by Jim LeBron. Poor Wayfarin' Stranger is an early 19th century song about a plaintive soul on a journey through life, while Shenandoah, dated around the same time, is believed to have originated as a song sung by French fur trappers journeying down the Missouri River as a tribute to a particularly beautiful Native American woman. Combined, they bring a flavor of the times to the pioneering hero's heart. band's next musical piece is inspired by the legendary American patriot and hero of the Revolutionary War. The composition was written to commemorate an important martyr and soldier of the American Revolution and one of America's best remembered heroes. Nathan Hale is recognized as a warrior, a military leader, and a patriot. Born in Coventry, Connecticut in 1755, he received his formal education at Yale University, where he studied to become a teacher. As war broke out in the American colonies, Hale joined a Connecticut regiment and fought in the siege of Boston. He volunteered to cross the British lines to gather intelligence. He was discovered, captured by the British, and hanged for espionage. In remembrance of our great American hero, the band will now perform Nathan Hale Trilogy by James Curnow. Now for a little story. One of many lyrics of the band's next song, 17 Come Sunday, is as follows. As I walk out on a May morning so early, I overtook a pretty fair maid, just as the day was a-dawning. Her eyes were bright, and her stockings white, and her buckling shone like silver. She had a dark and rolling eye, and her hair hung over her shoulder. Where are you going, my pretty fair maid? Where are you going, my honey? She answered me right cheerfully, I've an errand for my mummy. How old are you, my pretty fair maid? How old are you, my honey? She answered me right cheerfully, I'm 17 come Sunday. Will you take a man, my pretty fair maid? Will you take a man, my honey? She answered me right cheerfully, I darest not for my mummy. But if you come round to my mummy's house when the moon shines bright and clearly, I will come down and let you in, and my mummy shall not hear me. So I went down to her mummy's house, and when the moon shone bright and clearly, she did come down and let me in, and I lay in her arms till morning. So now I have my soldier man, and his ways, they are quite winning. The drum and fife for my delight, and a pint of rum in the morning. There are many variations of those lyrics with different results. Dishonor, marriage, a summer tryst, and another where both parties are smacked with a wooden spoon. Enjoy this classic English folk song with whichever version you prefer. Here's a great musical piece you are going to love. Robert Sheldon's arrangement called Travel and Music is based on one of the most popular and well-known of all folk songs, originally written by Sanford C. Faulkner, or better known as Sandy Faulkner, who was an American planter, raconteur, and fiddler who personified the mid-19th century folk song, Arkansas Traveler, for which he received writing credit. It has since gone on to become the official state historic song of Arkansas. Originally a fiddle tune, this rendition is set in a Cajun-style groove and uses a number of techniques to explore and develop the tune in many unexpected ways. Enjoy.
You never know what's going to happen when I step to the mic. You might know this tune, okay? We're trying to do all folk tunes today. This tune is, I'm picking up a, what is it? A bumblebee. Yeah, I'm picking up a baby bumblebee. Won't my mommy be so proud of me? As I'm smashing a baby bumblebee. and then the bumblebee stings them and everything. So that's what you're going to hear right now.
Now I'd like to introduce here we go, Jordan Brem. It's already been a long day. Come on up, Jordan. Remember, trumpet.
Where's this? Right there?
Right there.
Okay. Thornapple Wind Band is a nonprofit organization whose mission is to bring wind band music to the community while giving adults the opportunity to combine their musical talents with others. We pay for performance space, rehearsal space, music, supplies, and the professional services of our conductor. We are able to afford these because of dues paid by our members and contributions made at concerts. Please give what you are able to so we can continue to bring experiences like today in the future. We thank you for your generosity.
Yeah. Okay, so make sure that that basket goes by you, okay? And try not to take something out, but if you really need it, you know, okay? Yeah. Yeah, don't tell Jeff that, that's for sure, yeah, okay. So right now, just while we're passing the baskets around, flutes, would you please stand up? All the flutes stand up. They all did, yeah, they all, yeah. Yeah. You may sit down. I'm so lucky to have these people in my life, okay? It's really, we have great rehearsals and they all work really hard and they're just tremendous musicians. Okay. Clarinets, stand up. Yeah, you're next. Yeah. You may sit. They're all looking at me like, please let me sit down, okay? And we have an oboist this concert, and I hope we have one forever now. Yeah, beautiful. Yeah, you're going to hear some more solo work from her coming up here, okay? Trumpets, up on your feet if you can, okay? Yeah, go ahead. Yeah. If you're able. Yeah. Thank you very much, trumpets. Okay, all right. All the saxophones. Here we go, the whole saxophone family. Look at that. And the French horns. Yay. And you already, trombones, you don't get to stand up. You already are out front. You got your. All right. What? I got the clarinets. I didn't get the bass clarinet yet. I got you, okay. All right. How about the euphoniums? Yeah. I was teasing trombones. You can stand up. I have to take one of them home with me, so they need to stand. Oh, now they're going to refuse to stand up. Okay. All right. That's okay. Their choice. Tubas. Tuba. Yeah. All right. I think I got everybody. We already did the percussion. Did I miss anybody? I'm the conductor.
And I already introduced myself. You don't need to hear me again. So who here has seen The Sound of Music made popular by Rodgers and Hammerstein at least once in your life? You can applaud. It's a good. So which song was your favorite in the movie? Was it the title song? Or My Favorite Things, 16 going on 17, Maria, The Lonely Goat Herd, Do Re Mi, Climb Every Mountain, Something Good, So Long, Farewell, Edelweiss? Or all of the above? You can clap, all of the above. Well, today's arrangement is perfectly orchestrated and converted to concert band music by Robert Russell Bennett, and will still have you twirling in your minds with your arms stretched out while breathing in the fresh mountain air. Ah, I can almost hear the lonely goat herder yodeling among the snowy peaks. Take it away, band. military escort called the Best Easy March Ever Composed originally came from a march by Will Nicholson of Valonia, Indiana. Henry Fillmore bought the work for $35, revised the melody and harmony, added an additional 96 bars of his own material, and copyrighted the march in 1923 for both band and orchestra using his Harold Bennett pseudonym. Fillmore was amazed when the manuscript was read by his Shrine Band, and the members proclaimed it as one of the best marches. The popularity of this march was so amazing, it outsold Stars and Stripes' Forever March for a period of 4 years. A few years later, John Philip Sousa told Fillmore, "I wish that march had my name on it," which is funny considering that Fillmore himself didn't have his name on it either. Our military members are our modern-day heroes, and our band will honor them with this time-tested march. Thank you for attending our concert honoring folk tradition and heroes today. I have no idea what that is. I can see our sound people back there going, "What is going on?" We hope to see you back on April 19th at 3 o'clock p.m. for our next concert featuring women composers. Until then, stay safe, stay well, keep a song in your heart and a march in your step.
Doesn't she do such a great job? Didn't the band sound great on that last piece?
Take it away, band.